I think at a time when we're confronted with violence all the time and we're trying to reduce violence within our society, I think this is a very strange message in 2015 to send out, let's face it, to a world population. Now, the reality is when I was young, I was smacked, and I was smacked quite badly. Not round the head or anything like that, but round the legs. I remember hiding under a table so that when my sister was getting smacked, that I would escape, because my mother would have said, if you don't keep quiet, you'll get a whack as well. When my children were small, I also have to admit that I would, again, never round the head or anything, but many times I gave them maybe a smack on the leg or a smack on the bottom. In this day and age, I am totally against it.
Yeah.
And I've watched young parents like you, which I really admire this aspect, negotiating with their children and sometimes actually winning through. And I just think it's much better, any deprivation in terms of their tablet or their phone or something like that. I think there are better ways than smacking. It's a bad message to send out, I think.
Absolutely. If I'm out and I see somebody smacking their child, I invariably will end up in tears. I hate it. My mum used to hit me when I was... We hit all three of us. But it was those days, and you did. But I remember going upstairs, and I would always go upstairs, and I would lock myself in the room, and I would sit, and I would feel such hate. I would sit there as a child, and I was a very happy child. I hate her.
And what sort of age are we talking about?
Anger, because it felt so wrong. And my mum would say, "You're not coming downstairs until you've said sorry." You know, the classics. You know, and I remember as a child thinking, I will not do this with my children because this doesn't work. I remembered that as clear as anything.
But how old were you then?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we were hit all through. I mean, again, not violence.
But why I'm asking, Nadia, is because, you know, I was talking about a tantruming toddler who can't process those thoughts. But were you an older child?
Very much disagree with you on that. I think, apparently, I can't remember. I remember once reading the statistics on how many people would hit their child under 1 or under 2 in this country. And again, I was just horrified at that because I think that a child of that age, if you hit them at that age, for me, I think that that's printing some kind of behaviour. It's like saying, when I'm frustrated, when I've got nothing else I can do, when there's no other way that I can get you, I'll hit you. And I think you start that rather like whether you do with a puppy. You wouldn't hit a puppy. People don't hit puppies, but they hit their children. You hit a puppy, and I think you get behaviours that then come through with your dog.